Yo, how's it going, guys? My name is Beckman, and this here is just a little commentary over some Bad Company 2 Vietnam gameplay that's been sitting on the hard drive for about 3 years. So there's that. Yeah, I just had a bunch of all these videos just sitting there, and they have been for a while now. And I need something to talk over today. So this is the video of choice, because why the fuck not? But we're going to be talking about some current events, just checking in with you guys. I like to do a commentary every now and again. I did a Battlefield 4 one a couple of days ago, like something to do with Battlefield 4. So I want to just do one, talk about some stuff that's been interesting over the past week and a half, whatever. Because of course there was E3. I never really did a commentary through E3. I just did that everything that mattered type thing. That was basically all these conferences all paled into one video. Like everything that was even remotely interesting was in there, at least in my opinion, things that mattered to myself. I didn't have The Witcher 3 in there. I've never played The Witcher at all, so I didn't know how big of a thing it was for everyone, so I apologize for people that were like, my god man, The Witcher 3, what the fuck? I don't know. I assume that they talk like that too, apparently. But another thing that wasn't in there as well was the next iteration in the Star Wars Battlefront thing. The series was the word I was looking for. And of course, DICE are going to be making that. And I didn't have that in the video simply because I missed it. The little teaser trailer they had was just so small, and just the mountain of footage that I had to go through all those press conferences. That must have been a good 5 or 6 hours worth of video. So I missed it when I went through. My brain was melted by the time I was at this point. This was EA's conference. In fact, that was only the second conference. Right after watching Microsoft's one, man, my brain was already melted by that point. Not for good reasons. But, yeah, just listening to all those suits talking about innovation and the next generation of whatever the fuck I'm talking about that I want you to buy. E3 needs to change, I think. I love watching those conferences and getting all the new info when it's all fresh and stuff. I fucking love that, but get some hosts out to present it. I mean, Ubisoft have the right idea. The woman that does it, Aisha Tyler, she's alright at it. She just has a few cringeworthy moments, and I don't think comedy really works at E3 because all the people in the audience or crowd or whatever you want to call them, they're all like these little middle-aged guys with laptops writing about journalism shit for the games. So they're not really your target audience if you want some laughs. So yeah, less cringeworthy things. Like I made a video with all the cringeworthy things of E3 last week as well. If you've not checked that out, I suggest you do so. I might put up an annotation or something, I don't know. But yeah, what was I even talking about? Doesn't matter, moving on. So we're going to talk about the sort of new announcement type thing that Xbox came out with yesterday, and that was how they basically backpedaled to the point where they're completely getting rid of their whole DRM system on their Xbox One. Simply because the feedback from the consumers was so negative, and I would imagine their sales projections just dropped dramatically after E3, because I mean the pre-order charts for all of the consoles and stuff, like on Amazon alone, like PS4 was just absolutely fucking dominating. I would imagine Xbox One's picked up a little bit since this announcement, but I'll get to that, right? So yeah, they're basically, you can trade in games now, you can buy used games, you can, if you don't have an internet connection, you can play it just fine as long as you have an internet connection when you set it up. So I don't really know how that's going to work out for people that just don't have internet at all. They said you can tether it to your phone or something, so I don't know. I wouldn't imagine someone that doesn't have internet has a fucking smartphone. That doesn't make any sense. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not in that situation, so I have no idea. So basically, you need an internet connection to set up the Xbox to verify it's not fucking pirated or some shit. I don't know. And after that, you're good to go. So that's definitely a good thing. The gamers have won. You know, we don't like being ripped off, and they learned that the hard way. And I still think they're still way behind in this sort of console war, if you want to refer to it as that. Simply because most people already made up their mind. And I'm going to ask you guys, does this change your opinion whatsoever? This whole sort of backpedaling by Microsoft, basically, the Xbox One is pretty much the same as a PlayStation 4 now, feature-wise, maybe not hardware-wise, or price point. It's essentially the same thing, but it's $100 more expensive, or like £80 or whatever it is. It's, you know, it's more expensive. So is it worth it? Why not just buy a PlayStation 4 if it can do the same things? The only thing, obviously, that can really sell you an Xbox One is the exclusives, and a lot of people were really happy about the exclusives that Microsoft came out with. Personally, I was only really interested in that Rise. It looked pretty fucking awesome, apart from, you know, it could detract a little of the QuickTime events. They could do with less of those, but other than that, it looked amazing. So, that looked good. Halo 5, that's Halo, so, I mean, what can you really say? And what else? Of course, Titanfall. Titanfall was a big thing. They were like, oh my god, Titanfall, we've got this and PlayStation doesn't, but PC has it as well, so I'll just buy it on PC. So, I'm good. But, yeah, that's basically it. Are you guys going to be buying an Xbox One due to this backpedaling, or are you going to stick with, a lot of you guys were saying that you're just going to buy PlayStation 4. Is that what you're going to go with? Personally, I think I'm going to buy a PlayStation 4 simply because I know I've got a PC, which I'll probably still play on more, but it's good to have a console simply because a lot of games don't release on PC that are like console exclusives to a certain extent. They don't come out on PC, but they come out multi-platform on the consoles. So that is a thing to take note of. There was one thing that came out sort of during the week as well with FIFA, which was complete bullshit, where they're not going to be putting the new engine on the PC version of FIFA 14. So for any of you guys that play FIFA 14 on PC, or play FIFA on PC rather, take note of this. If you buy the next iteration of FIFA on PC, it's going to essentially be the same thing as FIFA 13. So that's fucking bullshit. How I didn't kill that guy just there when I grenade launched them right in the face, I have no idea. But yeah, that's just bullshit, because I would have just bought the game on PC, but of course now it's like, yeah, you need to buy it for more money on the PlayStation, so that's kind of shit. But that's EA for you, that's what EA do, because, you know, you don't get voted the worst company on the planet 2 years running for nothing. Alright, one thing that was revealed last week that I think looked awesome, like really, really nice, was The Division. That's one thing that like really stood out to me through all of those press conferences. Of course, there was Mirror's Edge 2, which I'm very happy about. There was a Star Wars Battlefront announcement. A lot of people were really happy about Kingdom Hearts 3. Personally, I don't know what the fuck Kingdom Hearts is all about, so I don't really care. But that's just me. But yeah, there was that Division big announcement. That was sort of, it reminded me of when they announced Watch Dogs. It was sort of Ubisoft's big thing, like, here we go, flashy new game, everyone wants this now, and they do. I really want this game, it looks awesome. It looks like what DayZ would be without the zombies, more other players in there. I think they've got AI players in there, or not AI players, that doesn't make any sense. AI sort of NPCs that shoot at you and shit. It looks awesome, so I'm gonna watch that one closely. Hopefully that turns out as good as it looks in their little reveal that they've done. It looks amazing graphically and also technically. So that's good. And we briefly mentioned Watch Dogs, and every time they show this, honestly, every time they're showing Watch Dogs, I'm just like, my god, just release the game already. I can't wait for Watch Dogs. It looks amazing. But the big game that I was looking forward to the most for the longest time is already out. I've been playing it for the past week and a bit, and that is The Last of Us. For any of you guys that own a PlayStation 3 already, buy The Last of Us. That's all I can really say. The game is amazing. It's so good. So if you own a PlayStation 3, do yourself a favor, play The Last of Us. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, hit that like button down below. The video is now pretty much over. And I'd like to just note here quickly, t-shirts are on sale for you guys that missed the thing last week or whatever. So there's a link in the description for that if you want to buy yourself a cool t-shirt. But until next time, I've been Big Mooney, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.